going on, y'all? No Small Talk Podcast, and we're here today. We gotta bleep that out. I wanted to do it.
Our government names.
We got Sike here, KTK, OE. What was that? FWO. Drop out your crews. What is it?
That's all of them. TFM.
TFM.
FWO, most importantly.
What's the longest running one?
FWO.
FWO. Who started that?
That was Casp and Esco back in the 90s, like 98, 99.
How old were you back then?
Like 12, 13.
Like 12. How'd you get into that?
I had to suck like 5 dicks.
Were they big?
I had the fattest ones. I met these fools up at this abandoned place in Fort Worth called the Slaughterhouse back in the day. And I ended up just running into them by chance, and from there it was just all cool with them guys.
Yeah, the Slaughterhouse right here in Northside, right? The one they knocked down?
Yeah, it used to be in the stockyards.
What did they say that bitch ended up in, like, Prison Break and shit?
Yeah, they did a couple TV shows on there.
Did you catch the TV shows? Did you ever see, like, how it came out of it?
Yeah,
did you see any, like, graffiti in there?
Some of our shit was in the actual TV show. It made the cut a few times.
That's sick.
It was
That's
cool.
Badass. So I've known you for, I'm 30 now. Fucking, when did I get into KTK? Like, fucking...
Probably like 2011 or 2010, somewhere around then.
So. I don't know if I was still in high school, but I remember, I think you picked me and Aster up.
Yeah, I went bombing.
Picked us up, and where did we go that time?
Catch a freeway spot.
Catching some freeway spots. Yeah, that was probably my first freeway spot. I remember Aster just hit me up out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was just to see if y'all had nuts.
Yeah, still don't.
That was it. Y'all got out there, though. Y'all weren't scared.
Don't. And so by then, though, you had already been doing graffiti for...
Since 2000. I started in 2003 and really got into it more, like trying to piece and trying to get good at it, like 2008, 2007.
So... 5 years of just fucking tags.
Yeah, just tags and shitty ass throwies.
Tags and bombs. And who would you say, like, did you have a mentor? Who taught you, or where'd you see this? And
probably like the first person I really fucked with on like a bombing level was my homeboy Esco. He's dead now. And my homie Casp.
The ones that started FWO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were the first like real graffiti writers I met. Before that, I met this old school dude from here in Fort Worth, Wessel from FTG.
Wessel.
Him and the homie Baltimore, they showed me some shit too back in the day. But they were more like, they were church dudes, but they were into like piecing and doing
because that's always been a big thing in church, right?
Doing graffiti.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what they were into. So I kind of learned about pieces from them. Before that, I didn't really know shit about graffiti.
So were you drawing already, or...?
Like, I would draw, like, band logos and regular shit, like cartoons and stuff, just try to redraw stuff. But I wasn't ever really, like, into art and all that shit.
Yes. So would you say, like, when you started, I guess, expressing yourself through drawing and stuff, it was first through graffiti? Like, because I remember I grew up drawing, like, cars and flames on cars and trying to do, like, this, I guess, the average
cars.
stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And at one point, I think a friend just like started showing me. He's like, "Hey, look, I gave myself a name," and I was like, "For what?" He's like, "I'm just gonna start writing it everywhere and stuff." And that was like the first. I was like, "Why are you gonna write it everywhere?"
Yeah.
Did you have like a similar moment or what?
I met some older dudes. So like my cousin used to write chops back in the day, and then he knew another dude named Rush, and those are the first like tagger guys that I knew. But this is just like happened by chance. It wasn't ever really like this is something I want to do. But I saw them writing their name in places, and I was like, that's cool. Like,
what did you think of it? Like what made you want to start writing your name everywhere?
Because I saw theirs when I'd go different places, so I was like, well, I could do it too.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do mine.
And you didn't really know them though, right? You just kind of saw their stuff.
I only knew my cousin, so like basic ass places. Go to the grocery store, go to outside the laundromat.
Thing like marker tags.
Yeah, like marker tags, little stickers and shit that he'd make out of painter's tape with his tag on it. It's just
doing the USPS stickers.
Yeah, like little simple shit. Oh yeah.
Damn, I had a fucking. I shouldn't have hit that ball.
Yeah.
But okay, so back then, like, what were some crews that you were seeing when you were first starting?
Back then, there wasn't really a lot of graffiti going on in like
Scene was
2000.
kind of dead.
Yeah, in like 2003, 2004, there wasn't really shit jumping off. There was some old, like you can see like some old DTK or Pino. I can say I saw some tags from him back in the day. This full tats. Labor knows him.
Yeah.
But as far as like illegal graffiti, there wasn't really shit going on. Esco, detail, and then there'd be like legal walls around town that you see like when you ride the bus and shit, going down to east side and riding down south side. And these were all like people that I didn't know at the time, but eventually I ended up meeting maybe like 10 years
Would you
later.
even say Fort Worth had like a prime of graffiti? Like where it was, I mean, you know, you go to Dallas and
Dallas is still crushed. I don't think they've ever slowed down.
You know, we went to New York, you know, seeing all that shit, just fucking.
Yeah, I don't think Fort Worth has hit its peak yet. I think it's still pretty dead. I mean, I think even speaking on like my own crew, like we did some shit, but I don't think we went to our full potential.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of crews pop up and a lot of crews disappear, and it's just like a flash in the pan kind of shit.
And I'm kind of realizing too, like it's always been kind of like, at least in Fort Worth, it's been in the hood. Like the graffiti will be in the hood and stuff. But once you go out into like, you know, it's never been like heavy freeway spots or like it's like, say, what is it? The silos that are hit up, and we have like a couple of our landmarks and shit. But it's never been like heavy on. You know, people stay in their hood.
And it's crazy too, cause like back in the day, Esco was like up everywhere, like catching tags and throws. But he never was like doing fills and shit. But he had tags and throws fucking everywhere. That was one dude. Him and Detail for sure. The homie Dazzer. Like, they all for sure had a hard-ass run for a couple years where they were everywhere. Like, but like you said, it wasn't like, oh, I'm all up and down freeways. It was freeway spot here and there, but it never was like, I'm just going to crush everything everywhere.
Yeah, because I was kind of thinking like when I was starting out and shit, like, I felt like that was kind of the prime in what I saw, like 2012, but when I got to kind of visualizing where these tags were and stuff, it's like in the just around the high school, around the neighborhood and stuff. And then if you went to like, say, these spots like Midget Town, the warehouse that was by my crib, they would be crushed. But it was, what do you think it was the reason why, I guess, it's never gotten crushed? I
think because Fort Worth has such a small scene. There's like, I would say in like the last 5 or 10 years, maybe even like 20 years, there's only been like 15, 20 riders as opposed to like other cities where it's like hundreds of them. And so the buff takes over pretty quick out here. It's not, it's
a small scene and a high budget for the fucking buff.
Yeah, they're real hard on that shit out here.
Yeah, because this is the type of shit, I mean, we'd go hit, if we did hit a freeway spot, if it was somewhere worth hitting, it wouldn't last.
Yeah, it'd be gone in like a
next day. Next day. And I mean, Fort Worth only has, what, one buff man?
Yeah, and the scene's so fucking small. I remember when I first started, like, I was just catching tags, catching throws, and there'd be fucking cops knocking on my door because some kid snitched on me. They saw me walking home or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And several times I had to jump out my window or fucking just not go home for a week. And
that's wild. The fucking audacity of people to fucking complain.
Yeah, it's like this whole fucking neighborhood looks like shit and you're worried about graffiti.
Yeah. So, okay, well, touching on that, like, do you think in your eyes is graffiti, I say like a fucking Mexican, is it adding, do you think, to the neighborhood? Is it destroying the neighborhood? Like, how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think it kind of gives and takes. Like, the neighborhood looks like shit, so fuck it. But at the same time, when you get older, you're kind of like, why would you fuck up your own neighborhood? But the vandal in you is just like, who gives a fuck? It's not your shit.
Yeah. Because there's always been, you know, the age-old argument of vandalism and it's art.
Yeah.
You know, personally, like when I think of it, especially now older, I'm like, if you're gonna paint something, just make it cool. Like, work on your craft.
Yeah.
You know, there was always the thing of like, stay on paper, motherfucker. Like, wait till you're fucking good and then come out and. But then there's the thing, right? Like, you gotta practice, I guess, with actual paint.
Yeah. I think that for sure applies to painting trains because there's a lot of people that fucking suck dick at painting trains. Talking about Dallas riders.
Dallas riders coming for you.
For sure. I don't know. In the neighborhood shit, it's just like, well, you already got to see a bunch of shit you don't care for, so why not have your own shit out there too?
Yeah.
So like, fuck it. You know, the people that know you and your family that knows that what you do, they're gonna see it, and you know, it gives you a little sense of pride to be like, hey, like so and so told me they saw my stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my mom knows what I was doing back in the day, and she.
Oh, did she? What? Yeah. How'd you feel about it?
She was just like, don't go to jail. Like, you know,
we ain't got no bail money.
We don't got rent money. We sure as fuck don't got bail money.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a risk to take.
That's the thing you always with expressing yourself in this manner.
Yeah.
Is it comes with the cost, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, whether it's out stealing markers or stealing paint or catching buses and fucking hustling up some change to be able to do all that shit. Like back then, paying for paint was never an option. It was just how many cans can I fit in my pants, and if I take a backpack, can I load it up before they see me and get out the fucking door?
What were some tricks to racking some paint?
There's really no tricks. So we used to have this spot in Westside, Hazel Art. They knew, like, I think some of the guys that worked there, some of the dudes that worked there were writers. And that fool Jeremy Joel, he worked there too.
Oh,
and so
rest in peace.
I remember him. He told me, he's like, "Hey, I remember y'all used to go to the store." He's like, "We knew y'all fuckers were going in there stealing shit." So it's like sometimes they know you're just going to steal. Like, what the fuck do I look like? A little Mexican kid going into Joann's or Hobby Lobby or Michael's and all fucking dirty and dusty looking, and
we
just
know what you're up to.
Walking out with pants full of paint, backpacks full of paint. And they're just like, "All right, fucker, we'll see you next time."
Yeah, you know, profiling sounds fucked up, but sometimes you're right.
Yeah, not for sure. I never felt bad if they ever walked up on us and were like, "Can we help you?" It's like, not
back then. I'm sure Walmart didn't have the fucking glass. Everything locked up, chained up.
Walmart was cool back in the day because you could go in there and steal, or you could come up with $10 and buy you 10 silvers. Because they were $1 a can, the Walmart silver and golds,
What was this, Krylon?
No, it was a Walmart brand, Color Place.
Oh, word.
I don't know if it was Walmart brand, but it was Color Place brand.
Yeah, that $1 can.
Yeah, it was $1 a can. You go in there, buy 10 chromes, and then you just steal all your blacks, and you get to go for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, when you first started, was Krylon was the paint everyone would use, or what?
Yeah,
Rusto?
Krylon. Rusto was cool for like Harbor Blue, Seafoam Green, but if you... Nah, it was even a different can. Yeah, it was a different can than that one.
Fucking.
I got a couple of old flat blacks at the house that are just up on the shelf, just saving.
Because now you use mainly Rusto.
Rusto for fills. I like using Loop for outlines. Loop's real fucking smooth, low pressure. Shout out to Leper.
That boy. Yeah, I've seen a lot of paint come and go. Like for a while, there was, the fucking Oink.
Yeah,
are they still fucking doing shit?
What was their shit called? I forgot. Fresh Paint.
Fresh Paint.
There was Fresh Paint. There was Sabotage. There's been a lot of shit coming and going, but
all in all, like budget aside, what's your go-to like for bombing?
Rusto for sure.
Rusto, just that high pressure.
Yeah, Rusto with the New York fat on it, and it's fucking smooth. Clean tags, clean fills.
Is that your favorite cap?
Yeah, I use it pretty much on everything, even trying to piece or like doing pieces on walls.
Yeah.
Most times it's a Rusto fat, unless I'm trying to do like some real crispy thin shit. Then I'll throw on one of those cream caps. I don't know what the real name for them is.
Yeah. So yeah, and that Rusto will really show you how much can control you got.
Yeah, for sure. If you can't fuck with Rusto, you can't paint.
Yeah, type shit. Especially with that New York fat, right? Because you can get the really thin lines to the fatter stuff.
Yeah. People make excuses, but you either can or you can't.
Did it take you a while to start getting that can control? And really, at what point were you like, okay, I'm good at this?
Not until like the last year or two. Yeah, not until like the last year or two. I think you should always be trying to get better at your shit. You can be good to a certain degree, but not everything's going to come out perfect all the time.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people think that their shit don't stink. And I've seen like some of these panels up close of these people that are supposedly like the best in the country, and like their shit's all fucking sloppy.
Because in a picture, it all looks fucking
it looks
gravy.
good from
It's
100
fucking
yards away.
nice, yeah. You get up close and you see all the drips.
But I guess it's different trains compared to walls. But I mean, still, I think on trains you should still try to put out some solid shit.
Do you mean just because of
the cleanliness, the cleanliness?
In a sense of like how much someone should care, or just the difficulty in actually painting it?
No, and the cleanliness of their work, like the lines, the drips, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like some people don't care. I get it too though, because like if you're just painting in a hurry, fuck it, you're painting in a hurry. But I think there's some people out there that are like really dope from far away.
Yeah. So would you to you, is it quality or quantity?
I like a little bit of both, but I barely started getting into quality myself, so I can't really speak too much on it.
And I wanted to ask, because we're talking about trains, so when you first started, were you even interested in trains?
No, not really. My homie Esco had kept trying to tell me about it, but
What'd you think about people that painted trains?
I just didn't know anything about it, so I didn't. It didn't interest me. I was just like, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna see it again. Why the fuck do I want to paint it? But,
and now that's kind of the reason why you do it, right?
Yeah, now that's the only thing I want to paint. Like, I don't fucking waste my time painting here in the city. Like, for what?
Yeah, going back to how nothing lasts.
Well, it kind of sucks too to have that mentality of like, why paint in my own city? But I mean, it's like to me, it might be like lazy to other people, but to me, it's just like I've been there, done that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, you running in circles, or you could just run a new path every time you're out on the line. You know, you don't know where that shit's going. It's going wherever you're not going.
Yeah, no, that's part of the beauty of it, right? The fucking, it'll get to see places in the country, and you get tagged in a random picture. You know, you're having a shitty day, and then someone tags you in some fucking piece you forgot you did.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's cool. Fucking.
I'll see some cool shit sometimes people send me in like Canada or Mexico or fucking Florida or whatever, and sometimes they're cool, and I'll repost them, and then sometimes they look like shit because they're from like 10 years
fuck,
ago.
Why'd you tag me?
They're from like 10 years ago, and
Shit.
I'll leave those in the inbox. I won't repost those.
Yeah.
But it's still cool to see them because it's like, damn, like that shit was ass.
You start seeing your like progress over the years.
Yeah, but my bad.
Nice.
But yeah, it's still cool to see just because you can kind of relive that moment. Like, damn, I was with so and so, and a lot of the old ones that I see is I was like with Astor, I was with Broad, or my homeboy Esco. Like,
yeah,
so it's pretty cool to take a little walk down memory lane.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories that come to fruition with all this shit, like just from
like hiding in the bushes from cops.
Cause what I was trying to remember. No, yeah, it was us, right?
Yeah.
The cops took the air out of your tire?
Yeah, so we were in the yard, probably like 4 or 5 deep. It was me, you, Astor, the homie Bayou, and...
Yeah, he was showing up, right?
Yeah, somebody else. And we didn't really know Bayou at the time, so
like,
to me, I was like...
brought the cops?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know about this fool. He might be a cop or something. And then like the first night we paint with him, fucking cops show up. We see the cops from the yard, and they're around my car with the flashlight and shit.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we fucking got spotted. They ran into the yard, started looking for us.
Dude, those flashlights gotta be bright as fuck, huh?
Well, they used the dummy light on the side of the car to flash all the way down.
Oh, that's what they did?
Yeah. Because I was looking in between lines at the time, and fucking, yeah, they spotted us, ran in the yard, tried to find us.
That's so crazy.
Bro, we hid in the bushes. Well, how long were we there? Like 20, 30 minutes?
It was a good fucking minute.
Yeah, we were just laying in the bushes waiting for the cops to come get us, and they didn't find us, but when we got back out, my fucking 2 passenger side tires are flat.
They did both of them?
Yeah, and then they left the caps right there on the curb next to the tires.
Damn, just like, look,
yeah,
motherfucker.
like, look, we know you're in there, bitch. Like,
yeah,
fuck
forward PD petty as fuck. Yeah, I mean, I remember crawling under the fucking trains, like, and running all the way to the back, and the cops literally were shining their lights in the bushes.
Yeah, they're like 2 feet away from us.
We were just like, yeah, we're right here, and they shined the light like right here. And if they would have gone any more to the right, to the left, we'd fucking been done for, right?
Yeah, that was fun though. I mean, you look back at it, you get away from those kind of things. And
that's just a badass memory.
Yeah, and it's like, fuck yeah, we made it. Same kind of shit happened with me and K1. we're out in Forest Hill, like 2010, 2011, catching a freeway spot.
Yeah.
And that's a fucked up neighborhood. It's real
In
bad.
Forest Hill?
Yeah, it's bad over there. Well, it was back then. I don't know about now.
Yeah.
I think that's where that rapper dude got killed a couple weeks ago.
What's his name?
Ronnie. Something, Lil Ronnie.
The fucking gambler dude, right?
I don't know.
I think they call him the best gambler in Texas.
But yeah, we were over there catching a freeway spot, and a cop rolled by us up the exit ramp on the ramp that we were painting on, and I thought for sure he saw us, so we chunked our cans, jumped the fence, and we go to look for it. We go back to his car, and there's like 4 cop cars around his car, just like flashing lights all in there and shit. We had to lay in that business, on the backside of that business that we were painting on. We laid there in their parking lot for like 30, 45 minutes.
Fuck.
Yeah, that shit was... I mean, we walked away from it.
Yeah, it was a thing where, like, if you want to fucking walk free, you're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
Ain't no other choice.
Now it's crazy. They got drones and shit. They got...
Oh, fuck yeah. Now they're
like,
fucking...
You ain't got really much of a chance if you really get fucked up.
Imagine. I seen in, I think in China, they already rolled out the AI dogs.
Oh, I seen
policing the rails.
Yeah.
They just fucking walking around. They got a little camera and shit.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before that shit comes here.
So,
At least to the big yards. I don't think they give a fuck for these little small yards that are off to the sides. But main yards, for sure. Like, they got ATVs at the big yard here in Fort Worth. And I think another yard south of here, they got drones out there already.
Oh, for real? You seen them up there?
I've heard people tell me that they're out there already.
Fuck. So with all this like technology and shit, the world changing, do you think graffiti will make it into the future?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's already been around all these years. I don't think nothing's going to stop it.
As long as they keep selling spray paint, right?
It might change its form. It might change the way it's done, or...
Have you seen when they put on the fucking glasses and they're piecing and
the VR fucking dumb shit?
Yeah.
Neko's gay.
Because what...
Hey, bro, get in VR with me.
Yeah, he always asks, like, hey, hit this piece on here for me.
I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah, I never did it. What's it called? Because what I was picturing is, say we end up, like, life starts, people go on Facebook and shit, and the future is going to be, like, chat rooms or something. You put on the VR and you go and you interact with people. Like, I wonder if graffiti will make it into there, like into where it's like a virtual reality and people are getting up on the walls in virtual reality.
What is that shit called? Where you can buy the metaverse? So you could buy land in the metaverse or some shit.
Minecraft?
No, basically the same shit. Yeah, like you can buy land in VR.
They're selling real estate.
Yeah, they are in VR. Like that shit's real. They're really doing that shit.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I think it's fucking stupid. I think if it's not in reality, like what's the point?
Yeah,
like,
you have no interest in meddling with any of that.
Nah, not at all. But I mean, it's probably the future, but I have no interest in it.
Yeah. Shit. If they crack the code on us living forever, you're gonna have to.
I don't think I'd want to.
No?
No.
If they invented, say they told us, hey, we can now live forever, and we have the choice, would you still choose, like, nah, let me decay?
Yeah, I think I'd rather die.
Yeah.
I mean, with the way the world is progressing now, it's like, what the fuck? Would I want to do another 100, 200 more years of this shit?
But do you think it, I feel like it has always been... Like it always feels like around the corner is doomsday or some shit.
Yeah, I think they do that kind of shit to fuck with people, to kind of like keep you in check, or to keep you scared. But I mean, it's like they say, somebody's world ends every day. Like some cliche shit, but it's true.
It's very true. I mean, I came to a point at some time in my life where I'm like, because I grew up hating the cliches and corny stuff and shit. And now I'm like, well, I mean, you find out it's cliche for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, this shit's fucking for real. But anyways, would you say that story with K1, was that one of, like, your craziest chases? Do you have any that would top that?
Yeah, one that happened not too long ago, but I don't want to speak too much on because the homie is still dealing with legal repercussions from that. But yeah, that one was probably the scariest one because they were like.
You think that was the closest call?
That was literally the closest call. They were like 2 feet away from me, but they didn't know I was there. So
imagine they start trying to abuse you like they did him.
Yeah, nah.
You're big.
Yeah.
I wonder if they would have tried.
No, I've had my ass beat by the cops before when I was younger. Yeah, I caught a case right around a stolen car, and the cops fucking went on a little cop chase, and I jumped out the car while it was still running. That whole crash into somebody's house, and then I fucking ran on foot through like a couple alleys, and then I couldn't do it, man. They were too fast, and they caught me on foot. I gave myself up, and they just started beating the shit out of me. I was like, fuck, man.
How many cops was it?
It was first. It was just 2 cops.
Hey, come get a lick.
One was punching me in the back of my head, like into the concrete while I was already handcuffed, and the other one
you got a hard head.
Yeah, and the other one was kneeing me in my back like the whole fucking time, but they didn't George Floyd me, so I was good.
Well, you ain't even got a neck, boy.
Yeah, it's here somewhere.
They're like, where's the neck on this one? You ain't like the rest of them.
Yeah.
That's funny. Damn, so that's fucking crazy because what I always remember is how you had shown us that KTK ended up in the gang files.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was cool as fuck.
We had to fight gang members because they faggots thought we were fucking a gang.
Yeah.
We used to have gang unit at our house all the time when we were posted up on 25th here in Northside. We were all chilling on the porch one day. It was probably like 8 of us, and there was a couple more inside. Gang unit pulled up in their fucking SUVs, all blacked out.
Fuck.
Probably like 7 or 8 deep, guns
What's going
drawn.
through your mind at that point?
Get inside the house and lock the door.
Yeah.
Like right away, that's it, because they can't come in, they ain't got no warrant. So as soon as they pulled up and jumped out, we all ran into the house. They're banging on the windows all around the house, talking about KTK, come outside, we know that's y'all. What gang are y'all from, and this and that, all this other stupid shit. And, that went on for a few years because we were pretty heavy here in Northside, and eventually it started getting around the South Side too, though. But
so how does that make you feel? Like, are you like, damn, I'm just trying to tag, I'm just trying to throw my art out there, I'm just trying to release some stress, and now they're coming at you for gang shit?
Back then, it was more like, it wasn't really like art because I sucked, so it was just like I'm just bombing.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were just, to me, it's like whatever, they're doing what they got to do. I'm gonna still do what I got to do. It was never like, I don't know. It's like they say cat and mouse.
Right.
So it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna still
they got a job.
Like, you're not gonna stop me.
Yeah. Because going back to the whole, how people, I guess, misjudge it or something and label it like gangster, like this vandalism, those people are gangsters and stuff. But one that's in the culture kind of knows, like, there's all sorts of people who do graffiti, right?
I think what really fucked it up for us back then too, though, was there was a lot of gang shit going on at the time. There were people getting shot, people getting killed, like on the main roads out here, and like young dudes like 16, 17, 18 getting fucking just blown away. And so when our shit, like that shit happened first, and then our shit really started to like pop off. And I think that brought heat onto us because they were like, well, are these fucking people affiliated or what's going on over here?
Yeah.
Like, we see this group of guys, like, they'd see us all the time walking up and down the street. There'd be so many times we'd get basically just stopped while walking, like, for no fucking reason. Just
by the cops?
Yeah, like, get on your knees, hands behind your head. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. And then they'll sit in their car for like 30, 45 minutes, leave you sitting there in the sun, all fucked up. And
just being petty.
Nah, then they just fucking drive off. They don't even tell you.
Oh, really? You're
like
released.
On some whole shit, yeah.
God damn. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Damn, so when you were out there, like, bombing and stuff, would you run into gang-affiliated people?
Yeah. But, like, here in Northside was where I mostly like to do my shit. Maybe twice I had people that I didn't fuck with pull up on me, like while I was painting, but like gang member type people. But even then, they didn't want no shit. Like, it was just like, hey, what are you writing? Like, you basically seeing if you're writing some gang shit. Like, you writing VNS, you writing fucking Diamond Hill. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And it's like, nah, bro, I'm just doing graffiti. They'd just be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, because what would you say is the difference between what separates you from a gangster who goes out and spray paints their turf and like
their hand styles suck.
a lot, yeah.
And really, like now, it ain't even really no gangsters out here no more. It's all internet gangbangers and YouTube gangbangers.
Yeah, rap groups.
Yeah, it's kind of gay. Like back then, it was like actual homies that would be posted up on the block type shit. And
would you ever be conscious of like, oh, I'm going out to paint with this color, like maybe I should choose this color?
Nah, I never gave a fuck. Nah.
They fuck it, whatever.
There was people that would try to be like, hey, why you doing this in this area? Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna do it wherever.
Yeah.
That's like why I said like we had to fight people that were from gangs because they thought they were gonna try to check us on some shit.
Yeah.
And they pulled up at my house one time, and this fool got out. He pulls up on me and my brother, and it's just us two, and these fool pulled up 4 deep, and they thought they were about to do some shit, and they wanted to get out there, and I told him, he was asking for me by my government name.
Yeah.
And I was like, you looking for me? And he was like, yeah. He's like, what's up, bitch? He's like, this and that. And talking about how his gang runs Northside and all this other shit. And I was like, that's cool, bro. Like, what you want to do?
Yeah.
And so he was talking about he wanted to fight. So we scrapped. I knocked him out. That fool was laying on the floor fucking doing that shit. And then his other homeboys that were with him, they were yelling at him like, oh, that's what you came here for? I was like, what's up, bitch? Y'all line it up too? And them folks got back in the car real quick. Like, get your fucking homeboy out my yard and get the fuck out of here. And it's fucked up too because they're from VNS. Like those, I grew up around that shit. Like real 90s VNS shit, not no fucking 2000 bullshit. Like real motherfuckers from VNS. Like they could never try to poke me on no shit like that just for some graffiti. But I will say, like, I understand it because you want respect in the hood, and to me, like going out bombing, when I would go out bombing West Side, bomb South Side, bombing Diamond Hill, it's because I was putting on for North Side. You know what I mean? Like being a North Side writer, like I'm gonna go show people what North Side has besides these little fucking VNS tags or PCL tags or whatever the fuck they're putting up here at 15th Street and all that shit. Like that's cool. Shout out to them, but like. I was putting on for the whole hood, doing my shit outside of Northside. Like, that's where you're really supposed to bang your shit, not in your own hood only.
Right. I was just thinking about whenever you're talking about, like, people running into you when you're painting and stuff, how most of the time, like, a lot of gangster dudes, when they see you painting, they'll ask you to shout them out.
Yeah. Hey, write me and my girl's name, fool.
Yeah, like, a little puppet up there.
Yeah, they really do that shit, too. It's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, can I try real quick? Yeah, fuck it. Get down there, man.
What would you say is the most annoying thing that people do or ask when they see you painting? When you're out there painting a wall or whatever?
When they try to be my friend.
Yeah.
Like, I got like 5 friends and I barely even talk to them. And these are people I've known for like fucking 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Like...
They're just too friendly, too much small talk.
Yeah, not even that. Like I don't mind being cordial with people. Like try to be, cool.
Yeah.
But if I don't know, if I'm painting and I'm trying to paint, bro. Like,
yeah, you out here like this is your therapy.
There are people I will stop to talk to that I fuck with. Like a couple of homies out in Dallas, like the homie Torso, Hertz, Humor. He's cool. There's a bunch like Corpse and Clyde. A lot of people that I fuck with out there, but for the most part, like these new fools, like I don't know. I don't say it to be like I'm an asshole or like I'm better than you, so don't talk to me. It's just like I'm not a social person, so don't try to make me be one.
How do you feel about like people that don't do graffiti? You like say when I'm painting El Paso and stuff like that. Like you have just the public coming out and talking.
I don't mind them.
No?
Nah, because, I mean, I get it. They're curious people.
Yeah.
It's like if I see somebody doing some cool shit, sometimes I'll stand there and be like, I'm going to ask them something.
Yeah.
And I might be that annoying person for the day that they want to get the fuck away from them. So that's why I'm like, patient with people whenever I do meet them in public, because I know what it's like to want to ask a question or to get some insight or whatever the fuck. But I don't sit there and try to be their friend.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just keep it
like ask you questions, say what's up, man, move on.
Start lingering and
and a lot of time too, these people that'll come talk to you that write will expect you to know their name, and when you don't, they're like, "Oh, you're a fucking asshole. You don't know who I am." Like,
I mean, that shit happens to me setting up shows and shit with the bands and stuff.
yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, what was your name again? And I'll be like, what's your name? I'll tell them mine. I was like, what's your name again?
Yeah.
And they always hit me that fucking face. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, you meet a lot of people, so you forget a lot of people too.
And there's definitely a lot. Because I've came to a realization one day that, I mean, personally, that graffiti is almost all about feeding your own ego. In a sense, you know, like when you get down to the basic, to the root of it, it's kind of like, I mean, you paint this because you kind of want some attention or some kind of, even if it's not other people complimenting you, but you see it and you just kind of like, oh yeah, I did that. You know, it makes you kind of feel good.
Well, yeah, you're proud of your work. I think at first, for sure, in my earlier years, like the first 5 to 10 years, it was more like basically me sucking my own dick. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm fucking
me.
cool,
I did that.
bro. I did that. But now it's like, now to me, it's more like, how good can I get at this shit? Like,
Yeah.
How clean can I do this next one? Like, how much better can I get at my letters? And I think if you don't have that mentality of like always trying to evolve your shit, like, why are you doing it? You could be fucking stale and stagnant and paint the same fucking piece all the time with the different colors.
Mm-hmm.
But like, where's the progress? But I mean, a lot of people don't paint for that reason of progress. Some of them just like to paint to paint.
Yeah.
And I think, like, you know, to each their own. But like for me personally, like, I want to do what I can do and try to be better at it every time I
keep
do.
developing.
Yeah. But like, as far as feeding the ego, I don't think that anymore. I think more of it. I don't know. More of it to me now is competing with my friends. And I say friends like loosely because it's not like some of the people I'm not even like super friends with. Like, we're not buddies and shit, but
acquaintances.
Yeah, like people I meet here and there.
The scene.
Like there's people that there's people that I meet at other events that I only see them at events, and to me, I like the few times I've met them, I'm like, you know, these are cool people. And like, I see the way they paint, and I'm like, well, you know, I want to compete with that. I want my shit to be as good as theirs, or try to surpass what they're doing.
Okay, so what makes it good, or what are the key points that you're judging?
Lettering, colors, backgrounds. Yeah, like basically it. I mean, to me, like in the last 5 years, like the writers that I've ran into and met and painted with, or have met at events that really, I look at their work, like when they post or when I see them, like Labor, Ania, this fool Heems from Houston, the homie Clyde, like they're all different styles. They're all dope in their own way, and they all do the graffiti differently. And to me, it's like there's certain things that I like from each writer, and whether it's the letters or the colors or just a mix of everything, or the placement, all that shit. So it's a little bit of everything for me.
There's so many styles, right? There's like, I mean, shit. I remember when I watched Infamy and those like Style Wars and shit like that. Like, you kind of get exposed to the Philly, the LA, the New York and stuff.
Yeah.
Would you say Texas has its own?
I think somewhat, kind of and kind of not. Because I think now, like in the last 10 years with the internet mixing in with graffiti, I think styles are kind of all blended together now. Yeah. And a lot of old heads from the 90s will get on the internet and complain about graffiti being on the internet. And it's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? They'll sit there, graffiti sucks now because everybody's shit looks like everybody else's and whatever.
While they read their newspaper.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, your shit hasn't changed since fucking forever. Like, it's cool. That's your style. And there's people evolving styles that are out there. Like, I don't know. I think there is a fine line between, dick riding the style and making one your own.
Yeah.
Like, you could see some shit that will influence you, and I think that's natural to get influenced. But there is a lot of people that would just straight up bite some techniques or bite some shit and try to act like it's their own.
Do you have a favorite style?
I like real simple shit. Like, well, I don't know. Because I like simple shit, and then I like some of the intricate shit. Like, damn, I'm trying to remember the dude's name. I can't remember right now.
Yeah. But you know where he was from or anything?
Nah, he was just at fucking Trigger Fingers, too. And his shit's so crazy looking to me. I'm just like, what the fuck is that? Like, it looks cool. Like,
yeah.
I don't get it. My brain, it doesn't work in my brain. I see it and I'm just like, what? Like,
how do you come up with this shit?
Yeah, like to me, I like chunky letters with some cool connections or like a little bit of, I don't know.
Yeah, just the simpler stuff.
Yeah, and then there's simple and then there's like a mix of, I think to me, I like to kind of like mix old and new.
And like say this is referring to pieces.
Yeah, pieces. Like you could look at some old New York shit and then you can evolve from there and make it kind of mix with the newer styles.
Yeah.
And then you got something new on your hands or whatever.
Because what about hand styles?
Hand styles?
Like a favorite style?
No, I don't really keep up with what like the names for them and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people, I think to me here in DFW, Teaser is probably one of my favorite hand style writers.
Yeah. Because when I say that, all I really think is just, we have Philly, the long shit. Then you got the New York. LA is kind of a little more fucking, it's kind of, I guess, where you get like those gangster letters and shit, right?
More cholo style kind of shit.
Yeah. Because I personally always grew up loving that fucking Philly shit. I would see, when I saw NM on Infamy.
Yeah.
That dude had some cool shit, and I loved how he would kind of incorporate little faces into the hand styles and shit.
Yeah, those are always cool. I don't know. I try not to pay attention to that kind of shit because, I don't know. I just kind of like doing what I do.
Yeah.
And sometimes what I do is cool and sometimes what I do isn't. So it's just like, trial and error kind of thing for yourself. At
what point did you get exposed to the fact that it was a thing that happened all around the world?
That wasn't until like 2006 or 2000. Well, I went to jail in 2005, and then I got out in 2007, and that's when all the homies were busting out with like DVDs and magazines.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I seen like, oh shit, this shit's like really everywhere. Like, I thought, it's just a United States thing. Like New York. I've heard of like New York graffiti. I heard of LA shit.
They're fucking everywhere.
Yeah, and then
graffiti
I saw
on the pyramids.
Yeah, I seen like graffiti on those videos like Copenhagen, like doing their clean trains and all that shit. Yeah. Or like it's just over there is a whole different level. Like,
have you ever hit a subway car?
No.
Shit like that. Would you want to? Is that on bucket list ever?
I don't really care.
No.
Like, nah. Like, I like painting American trains.
Right now, what's your favorite, your go-to?
If I can get a car to paint on, like, that I can pick.
Yeah.
Auto rack.
Auto rack?
Yeah.
What about it?
I just like the look of it. I like how there's, like, that flat section in between the grates. And I like to start there or put the center of my piece there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just two different surfaces.
We sound like some autistic motherfuckers. I just like the look of it.
Nah, I really do. Like, a lot of people like reefers and shit, and I don't really care for the reefers. Like, they're cool. Nah, they're cool. Like, they're badass, but I would rather paint a nice box or a rack. Or
how do you feel about the fact that auto racks have all the holes, right?
Yeah.
That there's cars in there.
You don't paint them when there's cars inside.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
You stay away. Yeah. So you have a little bit of little mindful.
Yeah, you gotta, just because it'll burn a spot. Because they know where they're.
So now they're like, oh, damn, all the cars are getting fucking destroyed here. We're losing billions.
And there's still dumbasses that'll go out there and paint loaded cars. Because
Yeah.
nobody ever fucking told them, nobody taught them any train etiquette. They saw trains getting painted on Instagram and they thought, I could do that too. It's like,
Well, it was like one of the first things that I learned, just painting, period, is like, don't paint churches.
Yeah.
Don't paint schools.
Did that too.
Yeah, I definitely got into a couple, but these things because they were federal offenses, right?
No, they're just felonies.
Well, is
Trains,
a felony not a federal offense?
No,
No?
it's just a felony, state level. I don't know what would be a federal offense. I don't know if trains count. I don't know if they're federal property or not.
I thought they were.
I don't know. I'm not that smart.
Well, because it's for sure a train's a felony.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I always just thought that they went hand in hand. That every felony is a federal.
No,
that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, I think
it's like
so.
treason and shit.
Yeah. January 6th.
Yeah. Okay. What was I gonna say? Do you where do you, I guess, picture yourself going with graffiti? Is it just is it therapy? Do you have a goal? I want to hit this many trains, or
I think it kind of is off and on. Sometimes it is I want to paint this much this year, and then sometimes it is I just go to get out the house.
Yeah.
That's what it was for sure. That's what it has been, at least for me.
Do you have any rituals when you go paint? For me, I'm gonna take a blunt, and
I go sober. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to be. I don't smoke weed anymore, and I drink, but I don't ever drink when I'm painting.
Yeah.
I just like to have all my senses on point because
there's some people who like to go party and shit, right?
Yeah. A lot of times you catch people in the yard with beer and shit.
Yeah.
We ran up on these fools in the yard in Dallas at the rack yard. And we had a flashlight on us, and we flashed them with the flashlight. They thought we were cops. They took off running and left all their paint. They left all their paint and all their beer, and their freshly painted panels were right there. We stole their paint, stole their beer, and dissed their panels after.
Yeah, come up.
They were fucking toys, though. And that's the problem with that yard. Well, with painting out there, anyways, there's too many people in the yard, and too many of their homeboys let them go to the yard without telling them, say, bro, you suck. Just keep working on your craft. Eventually, you can go to the yard. But right now, your shit's ass. You don't need to be in the yard because I guarantee you, most people are gonna paint over that shit either right away,
and then they're gonna get mad about being dissed or something.
Yeah, it's either gonna get painted over right away or it's gonna get painted over when it goes into another yard. And I think a lot of people were afraid to have that hard talk with their homeboys and just be like, "Hey, bro,
just keep it real."
Because I got a lot of homeboys that aren't good enough to be painting trains, so I don't take them to the yard.
Yeah.
And they'll tell me, "Hey, what's up, bro? When can I go?" I'm like, "Nah, you can't, bro. Not yet. You got to get better." And there's nothing wrong with that. Just people fucking having their ego stroked. So
because you start getting into the whole side of or factor of beef, in graffiti, and it's really just art, right? And in no other that I can think of right now, no other art cultures
beef with other people.
Yeah,
your canvas sucks, bro.
Type shit. You never see that kind of stuff. So there's these toys. You don't want them to go out and paint the train because they're taking up panels. There's limited panels, right?
Yeah, now there is, yeah.
And
sometimes it's not even because of limited panels. It's just they call it gatekeeping, but you haven't earned it.
Yeah,
you suck.
Because at what point would you say someone has earned their right to be painting in your yard or in any yard?
I think it all depends because it depends who it is. It's a case by case kind of situation because they could be good at it but have only ever done legal walls. You know what I mean? And so you could be a badass piecer on a wall. And you just randomly decide, no, I'm going to go paint trains.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that shit, because it's you were too scared to go out there and bomb. Why do you want to come do this shit now? But at the same time, I get it. It's I'm fucking dope on the wall. I'm pretty sure I could do that on the train.
Yeah.
And I'm not, that's where I kind of stand in the middle on that, because I don't know where to stand on that. because it's like you can appreciate the effort that they put in, and you can appreciate their artistic talent, but at the same time, like from the street side of it, it's like did you earn it? But
Yeah.
that's the thing too. Like, who says they have to earn anything?
Right,
That's what I mean, man.
I
It's
guess
hard.
into the whole ego thing of how, like, one might. There's the whole thing of, okay, you're blowing up the spot, and now I'm not gonna be able to paint here.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I guess if someone has the proper etiquette and isn't fucking leaving paint drips all over the rocks and.
There's some writers that are fucking good and are fucking well known, and they still fuck up the yard like that because they're fucking dumbasses.
Yeah. What would you say are like a couple of the don't do this at the yard?
Don't leave a fucking mess.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like ninja shit. Don't leave no trace that you were there.
No one should know you were ever there.
Other than your fucking piece on the train, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times you find people leaving their scraps inside the train, dripping fucking roller paint all over the rocks, and some people don't give a fuck because they're just like, it's fucking graffiti, bro. Who gives a fuck? Fuck the rules. And it's
Right.
like, yeah, that's cool, bro. But when I beat your ass over it, you're going to feel different about it.
Yeah.
Like, and to me, it's like, what you're doing is drawing attention to somewhere where I come do shit. And then when the cops are in the yard because they see you leaving these fucking clues behind, like,
Yeah.
of course I'm going to feel some type of way about it. And I might cross one of your panels out. I might cross 5 of your panels out.
Yeah.
Till you get the point to stop being a fucking dickhead and leaving a mess. It's just about respect. That's all. It's like, respect the spot, respect your peers that are out there with you, risking their freedom and shit. Some people got a lot to lose and some people ain't got shit to lose. But at the end of the day, like, nobody wants to be in jail, especially not overwriting some fucking dumbass nickname they gave themselves on a fucking train.
Yeah, anytime I almost got like arrested for it, I'm like, how fucking old am I?
Yeah, that was me last year, bro. I was looking like, I'm too old for this shit. Fucking stop doing it.
What am I doing writing a fucking name on it?
Yeah, some fucking made up name.
Yeah, because it's almost like you could think of it as like a sacred practice. You're almost like careful, of course, with who you bring in, and you're trusting them to take care of your home and shit. It's almost as much trust as letting someone, like, leaving the door open for someone.
Yeah, like letting somebody spend the night at your crib or stay at your crib for the weekend while you're gone. It's like, bitch, I live here too, motherfucker. Like, what are you doing?
It's a very intimate moment,
Yeah, a lot of people don't see it that way. I mean, I get it too, because when you're young, or even, I don't think it really has to do with age. I think just when you're in that mentality of, like, fuck it, it's just graffiti, do whatever. It's like, to what extent? Because, like I said, like, you're gonna risk going to jail.
Yeah.
Just because you want to be sloppy.
Yeah. And I'm not sure I've ever met any writers that, like, are actually fucking dope, and you can tell they, like, have passion behind it, that act like that. And it's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna go do, like, our mess. It's usually like, people might fucking not have their life together and shit, but they're not sloppy like that.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Let me see. I had written down some questions. What was your first name?
Oh, fuck. Let me think. 2003. I didn't really do a name. I had a Charles Manson stencil that I had made off a picture that I printed out when I was in high school. And I would go stencil that shit on people's front doors of their houses.
I was doing stencils.
Yeah.
You're doing street art, boy.
Yeah, I didn't know I was gay. And then after that, I started writing Haze, Haze. But, like, this was before I knew anything about
So
graffiti.
did you pick these names?
Yeah, I picked them. I picked that myself. And then eventually, after I met Wessel, and this was like end of 03, beginning of 04, that's when I started writing Sike. Like, I don't know what it was. It just popped into my head. And
yeah, because that was going to be my next question, is, like, what were you looking for in a name? What made you decide, like, yeah, this is the one I'm going to write everywhere for the next 20 years?
I had no... there was no reason behind it. It was just like... I just liked the way it looked. I liked the way it sounded.
Yeah.
So I was like, because back then people would say "psych" when they like trick you or like fucking lie to you or whatever.
So shake your hand.
Yeah,
Psych.
and so it was like a common saying back then, and ever since I just liked the way it looked on paper. I used to do this ugly ass infinity sign looking S, and then a regular handwriting IK, and then I had this shitty little E with the arrow that came off the end of the E.
Because sometimes you do Sike and sometimes you do SIKER.
Yeah, I do SIKER when I do pieces because I like the way 5 letters flow on a wall. I'll do them on a train every now and then too, but for the most part on trains I like to do just Sike at the beginning. But now it's like whatever I feel like, throw a R or not.
And then sometimes throw in like a little bit of pop culture in there with like do some characters and shit like that.
Oh yeah, I like doing characters, but I like more of the old school shit like Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Right.
Like those are my favorite. I like doing those. Like I don't really care for.
Do you have a favorite era of graffiti?
Not
really. Started what, 70s?
I think so. Yeah, I don't really. I mean, when I first started writing and I first started getting really interested in like the actual good side of graffiti or like the artistic side of graffiti, I think Subway Art was like the first book I stole. I used to go to Barnes and Nobles and steal those. Subway Art.
That one?
Yeah, the big one.
I'll show the camera. I stole this bitch from the library at Tremont. Subway Art.
Yeah, that one.
The same one?
Yeah, and then I had a Freight Train graffiti book, and and then I used to steal Mass Appeal magazines, and those had pieces in them.
Mass Appeal.
Yeah.
This one I was a library assistant.
Oh, nice.
And I told the
I need this for research.
Yeah, I told her like, hey, miss, can we order this book? Like someone requested it or some shit. And this bitch is big as fuck. And I stuffed it in my backpack and it would not close. So I'm walking out of that bitch with a square ass backpack. That was fun.
Oh, that was a cool book. I mean, I used to copy pieces out of there, like just to try to draw it myself. Yeah. And I was like, well, this is cool. Like I could probably learn how to do my own, and I never really could. They always sucked, but it was cool to see the colors they used, the style they had, and I don't know. It was tight.
Yeah, you get an influence from all the stuff you're exposed to, right?
It shows you a lot for sure.
Is there something you would say that influenced you the most?
With
I guess with like piecing the way you color, the way that putting arrows on this because you saw it somewhere.
I think just the people I know. I think I learned a lot from them. Like as far as letter structures, the homie Bagel, homie Labor. Bagel for me is like colors and letters, and I think that fool doesn't get enough props for here in Fort Worth.
Yeah,
that motherfucker. And he was a real ass bomber too, because like any old heads that I met from back in the day, this is before I knew him. Like how I told you, I met them fools in the alley that were from like DTK and FTG. Yeah. Like them dudes were like, do you know Wars? Do you know Wars? I'm like, I don't know anybody. And then they're like, bro, fucking Wars is crazy. Wars used to bomb this and that. Yeah. Wars this and that. And that was
crazy in the head and crazy on the paper.
Yeah, and it was like, and he was bombing and everything, and he was hitting water towers and all this other shit. And I was just like, damn, that's cool. And I never knew who he was. I didn't meet him until like 2009, 2010, and I had already heard all these stories about him and shit. And basically, what they were telling me is they were scared of him.
Yeah.
And yeah,
fucking walking around with boots.
I ended up meeting him. Like the first time I meet him, it was on like some beef shit. This fool pulls out a big ass knife and throws a beer bottle at us, and I was just like, "This is my kind of fucking people right here." No, that's my dude. That's my crewmate now. Like,
I fucking love Bagel. So a block away, one of my cousins lived there, and I was skating over to his house one day. I was maybe 13. I think I had just started getting into graffiti. And there's a bunch of trash. Yeah, I got molested, and he said, "You're writing this boy. You're my boy now." there was a bunch of trash on the fucking the house in front of my cousin's, and I saw like a black sketchbook, a black book, right? And I go and I fucking, being a curious, nosy ass person, I go and I grab it and I start looking through it, and I'm seeing this graffiti and it said bags and this and that. Mind you, I had no clue who anyone was, anything, but it like left an impression in my brain. I was like, this is fucking cool. And I look up and this motherfucker's coming towards me. He's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing in my trash? Like fucking yelling at me and shit. And I got scared and I fucking took off, but I took off with the book. And so I'm going through this bitch and I'm studying it and like doing all this stuff. And small fucking world, you know, come 5 years later, I met Astor in high school and stuff, and they put me down in OE. And fucking who would have known Bags, you know, was the fucking one who started. Bags started it? Bags and Jebs?
I think so.
I think so. Sure. I think it is, yeah. And so I just thought that was fucking wild just because I would have never thought, you know, that whole thing would come full circle.
Yeah.
And just like...
That shows you how fucking small the scene is here in Fort Worth.
Yeah, yeah.
Like 10 people.
Really. And just, I guess, maybe how fucking active, you know, if you're active, like, you're going to be
You're going to run into... Yeah, you're going to run into whoever else is active.
Yeah. Would you have any... Like, if you were doing this starting over again, would you have any, like, advice you would give yourself? Like, whether it's don't buy this paint or fucking paint this kind of way or don't fucking get your head up your ass, you know, just anything you would fucking say to yourself?
Just if you're going to do it, take it more serious. Because I spent a lot of years just not really giving a shit, I guess. Well, I don't know. I guess it just depends what you're in it for. Like, if you're in it just to bomb shit, like,
yeah,
fuck it. But if you're in it to try and progress and be better at it, then I would say, like, yeah, for sure, take it more serious. Put more effort into your shit, like, with your colors, your letters. And don't let people try to be your friend. Because a lot of times, like, you meet people and at least in my situation, like, I met a lot of people when I first was coming up, and they would, you know, what's up, bro? Let's paint. And you tell them no, then they don't like you anymore.
No, they become haters.
Yeah, they want to fight you. They want to cross you out. They want to do this and that. And then you see them and you try to fight them and they don't want to fight you. Like, all right.
That's maybe a special situation because you're big.
I wasn't always this big, though. I was a young buck back in the day.
Because I'm sure that happened a lot where someone's talking shit online and then they see you in person and it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's more now. Like,
yeah.
These new guys that come up, they talk a lot of shit, and it's like, bro, you don't have to. Like, I'll even tell them, like, bro, you don't got to talk shit. I'm just giving you advice. Like, I'm giving you free game, and you're taking it like I'm dissing you or I'm fucking talking shit on you. I'm not, bro. Like, I'm trying to help you learn some shit along the way that nobody ever taught me. Yeah. But you want to take it as I already know enough. I don't need your fucking advice, and like, that's cool.
Yeah.
So they take that the wrong way, and then it's all, I'm gonna fight you when I see you. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna cross you out. And then they get to crossing out dead homies, and then they get to fucking crossing you out.
Right.
And then you run into them at a yard, and they get scared, and their hands are shaking, and their lips are shaking, and they look like they want to cry.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, bro. All this shit could have been avoided if you would have just taken some fucking advice, but...
Yeah, just remove the ego.
I don't waste my time with it no more. I just look at it like, that's cool. If you're going to diss me, I'm going to see you.
Right.
And I'll leave it at that. Like, it doesn't mean I'm going to win. But it just means I'm going to see you eventually, and we'll see what happens. We'll have to either talk it out or you'll fucking stand up and do what you want to do.
I feel that. That's real. We can end it on this. In all, like, what would you say is your favorite thing, I guess, about because graffiti is a lifestyle. It's a... You know, you make certain sacrifices, and sometimes you're sacrificing your fucking the money you have for something else, you know, and choosing to spend it on paint.
For me, me going out and painting is therapy for me. It helps me. Like, it's a stressful thing to go paint. Like, you're on your toes the whole time.
For
like,
sure.
You're scared. You're not scared, but you're on edge. But it's therapeutic for sure for me because I have a lot I deal with because I have a whole home life and shit going on there. And, I'm a dad and I have a lot of shit depending on me.
Yeah.
And it's a big risk to take, but at the end of the day, like I love it. I don't see myself stopping, and my kids, they see it and they're just like, that's cool.
Hell yeah.
They enjoy it. Like they'll go sit there with me at a wall and just fucking be like, look at Dad, he's having an autism fest over here.
I don't know why he likes trains so much.
Fucking retard sits there in his underwear, plays with his trains.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
Well, cool. Good shit. I appreciate you. It's been a pleasure getting to know more.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Dunzo.
Fuck yeah.